George, if we could start with you, please. You haven't raced at Suzuka before. Just how excited are you about what lies in store this weekend?
Yeah, extremely excited. Yeah, it's definitely one of the best and purest out there. So just hoping we don't get rained off on tomorrow or Saturday.
Is there one particular aspect of the track you're looking forward to the most?
I'd say the thing I'm looking forward to most is probably the S's to start with. You know, such an amazing flow of corners. But just generally, I think the whole circuit is really incredible. So just the whole experience of it.
Max, if I could come to you now, what can we expect from you and Red Bull? You've scored a podium for the last 3 years at Suzuka. Given a clean race, is a 4th consecutive podium realistic?
That's definitely the target. But yeah, first also, let's wait and see how the weekend is going to go, also with the weather. But yeah, we'll of course try to do our very best this weekend to have a good result.
Nico, if we could come to you. You've enjoyed a purple patch recently. You've reached Q3 in the last 4 races. You've also got a new front wing, I think, this weekend. So what are you expecting from the car and from yourself this weekend?
I think it's kind of, same build-up, business as usual. Obviously, we want to score as many points as possible on Sunday. We're obviously still fighting in the championship. And it's just, about getting the maximum out of the car and ourselves, especially Saturday, but Sunday.
Carlos, great race in Sochi for you, and you're now looking to score your 50th points finish in Formula One. How confident are you of achieving this weekend at Suzuka?
Well, fairly confident. I think this year, whenever we've been doing solid weekends, like in Russia, we've been in a very strong position to score points. There's been those first 3 races at the beginning of the season and those first 3 races in the second half of the season that put us a bit in the back foot, but hopefully after Sochi we are back to scoring points. So I didn't know that 50th point scoring, but it would be a nice thing to do here in Suzuka. We didn't know coming into the year more or less where we were going to be. So scoring so many points, seeing the hard work of the team paying off, and putting together, whenever we're in the points, solid point finishes, like a lot of P6s, P7s, P5s. It's really good news. We're still very far from where we want to be. We want to make good progress in the next couple of years, but at least this year we made a very big step forward, and that's a good starting point.
Charles, you're top scorer in the last 4 races. How confident are you of Ferrari's performance this weekend?
The car feels great. We've had, I think, 4 poles in a row, which is always nice. The last 2 races has been a bit not what I expected, but the performance is there, which I think is the most important, and there are no reasons for us to not be competitive this weekend. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think we need to focus on the Friday, especially. Saturday seems to be very tricky, if not impossible to drive. So Friday will be very important, and then I hope that we can have a very positive Sunday.
You say the last couple of races have been a bit tricky. I mean, obviously Russia didn't go as smoothly as you'd have hoped. How were your discussions with the team and with Sebastian after the race?
Yeah, obviously there was some misunderstanding from the car, but I think we've had a discussion and everything is clear now. Obviously it felt like it was a huge deal from the outside, which it definitely wasn't, but yeah, now everything is fine.
Charles, you said everything's clear now between you and the team and Sebastian. What exactly is clear? Do you have to obey team orders, as didn't happen in Russia? How's it going to work?
Yeah, I think that's clear from the beginning of the season. We need to obey at team orders. And what is clear is that the situation wasn't clear for both of the drivers starting the race, and I think that's the most important. So we spoke about it, and we'll make sure this situation doesn't happen again in the future.
What is more important for you, to help Ferrari to stay in front to Red Bull, or stay in front your teammate?
Well, I think as a team, it's always a priority to do the good for the team. But then, yeah, as every team, I think Seb wants to beat me. I want to beat him as much. But yeah, the priority is to do the good for the team, which we will do.